Coming up in today's video, WWE dropped a major announcement, giving us the confirmation we were all looking for. A WWE departure was confirmed. Also, a Pro Wrestling Noah top star has departed the company. We're going to talk about what is potentially next. And there was a huge story about EA being acquired by a giant acquisition, $55 billion. And some people are wondering, well, what does that have to do with WWE? We're going to break it down. It's all coming up right here on the Ango Show. If you guys want more videos like this, go ahead and click subscribe. I want to kick things off with Pro Wrestling Noah and the departure of Go Shiozaki. Now, obviously, if you guys follow this channel, I cover all sorts of wrestling, but the one area that I probably cover the least is the international stuff. However, I do pay attention a lot to what is happening in the world of professional wrestling in Japan. Obviously, WWE has a partnership with Pro Wrestling Noah. This has been something that's been talked about a lot as of late. But Go Shiozaki, I think the best way to kind of put this in like WWE comparisons would be as if maybe Randy Orton left the WWE. I think that would be a relatively fair assessment. If you guys agree or disagree, you could let me know in the comments. But I would say comparison-wise, we are talking about a former multi-time world champion in Pro Wrestling Noah. In Go Shiozaki, it was basically revealed, on Pro Wrestling Noah's Twitter today that the company and Go Shiozaki are going separate ways. And of course, a lot of people are responding to this. A lot of people are wondering what is next. There's just a couple factors that I want you guys to consider before everybody starts fantasy booking WWE or AEW. This is a very talented individual. There is a little bit of a history with injuries, but the big thing that you need to know is that he is 43 years old. Is it a little too late to come to America and be a TV star, whether it be WWE or AEW or TNA or something like that? I think that's a very interesting question that is posed. I will say this. I think there's always a possibility that he could come to WWE. I think there's always a chance that WWE brings him in for one little run, and of course, as WWE tries to build a bigger footprint in Japan, this would be another helpful tool. But I wouldn't get my hopes up. I think WWE is recruiting more of the younger crowd. I did kind of throw this out there as an idea on social media as well. WWE introduced Stephanie Vakir through social media in a WWE live event, and I believe that was in Mexico. So, I mean, there's always a possibility WWE is doing their super show in Japan next month. There's always that possibility that maybe WWE could do something similar. But I wouldn't get my hopes up just yet. It is definitely something to pay attention to, though, for sure, 1,000,000%. And that brings us to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen, WWE and EA. Is it possible? Is Electronic Arts and WWE coming together? Well, there's no confirmation here, but I thought this was definitely an interesting topic that I would love to discuss. And that's because this right here is something that we need to know. Now, I was trying to figure out when the deal ends between WWE and 2K. There really doesn't seem to be anything. I've Googled it. I've ChatGPT'd it, Google AI. There's really no idea as to when the deal ends. But EA is being acquired in a massive $55 billion deal, and they are going to be going private. So the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund and a few other companies are coming together to basically buy the company. You could read the whole article. President Trump's son-in-law, Saudi Arabia's government, and other backers are closing in on a $55 billion deal to purchase the video game company responsible for developing and publishing popular video game franchises like The Sims, Madden, NFL, and Battlefield. And of course, a lot of people are talking about this. It's a really big deal when you consider the video game industry and everything. But who are the investors? Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The Public Investment Fund is the sovereign wealth fund of Saudi Arabia. It is one of the largest sovereign wealth funds in the world, and its portfolio includes Uber. According to the PIF website, the fund has about $925 billion worth of assets under its management. Silver Lake is a private equity company, which was founded by Glenn Hutchins and Roger McNamee in 1999. Its portfolio includes companies like Dell Technologies, Learfield, Noom, and one thing that is really interesting, Silver Lake is also the company that has a preliminary deal to buy TikTok. I kind of want to make something else really known here. There is some stuff, if you look online, between Silver Lake and Endeavor, which is the parent company of WWE. So the reason why I'm even bringing this up is because WWE already has ties to Saudi Arabia. Obviously, they have their partnership with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. TKO as a whole now doing a boxing league with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You have to wonder if EA will want the WWE video game license. You also have to wonder, which with TKO now having a boxing league that has a TV deal on Paramount, you have to wonder if they will also develop a boxing video game, a UFC video game, those kinds of assets that are already under Endeavor and TKO. You have to wonder if they're going to use these relationships in that way to kind of build towards something even bigger. This is very early to talk about, but I don't see people talking about how it could potentially impact WWE, considering all of WWE's relationships and partnerships through TKO and Endeavor. I just feel like this is inevitably going to happen, and that's a very big deal. That brings us to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. Idris Enofe is gone from the WWE. He has revealed in a social media post on Twitter that he is leaving the company. He was very thankful for the company. Didn't say anything bad about the company after 4 years of being in the company. Some of you guys might be wondering who the hell is Idris Enofe. You might remember him more so because of WWE NXT 2.0. You might remember him a little bit more from the tag team that he has with Malik Blade. But Idris Enofe, he really didn't get much TV time, especially in the last year or so. We've seen him kind of get moved to Evolve, and not much really happened there either. So it's a very, very weird, interesting, chaotic situation. I listen, there's going to be people that are leaving. We saw Jasmine Nix. We saw Idris Enofe now leave. We don't know the real reason why he's leaving, but that's the decision that he made. If he's going to continue wrestling, there's a lot of other places for him to go. That's why we want a healthy wrestling industry. Totally makes sense for him. We'll see what actually ends up happening. But for now, it is what it is. We'll see how they move forward. But yeah, gone from the company. And that brings us to our final topic, ladies and gentlemen. John Cena's last match officially been revealed. WWE exclusively on Peacock. Saturday night's main event, December 13th. And it is taking place in the capital of DC. Now, a lot of people are wondering, what's the plan here? It's pretty simple. WWE is not extending John Cena's final run, despite how you may feel about it. WWE is being very transparent. This is the last time you're going to see John Cena. Triple H is tweeting about it. Everybody's tweeting about it. They've come out, they got the pre-sale tickets and everything coming out October 17th. It's John Cena's final match. There's not going to be any I don't want to say any advertisements. There's not going to be any commercials because it is on Peacock, but it's taking place at the Capital One Arena. That was kind of the rumor that we were discussing a while ago. Nothing obviously ever was confirmed until now, but WWE is moving forward with John Cena's last match taking place in December. So we don't know who he's going to verse. We don't know what the plan is long term, but we know this is the situation. Yeah, I mean, I like John Cena, bro. I think somebody said it best. Maybe it was Santi Zap, but it's like we've been so fortunate and unfortunate to know like when John Cena's last match is happening, because after this, it's done. And obviously, John Cena will do, WWE ambassador stuff, but he will not be wrestling. That part of it sucks. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But that is the Ango Show.